Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual pricing for $15,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 51-year-old female. Now, first thing you need to know is you can go directly to our website at funeralfunds.com. On pretty much every page, we have one of these free quoters, and you just select the state that you live in, and we are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. You select the coverage amount, put your birthday, fill the rest of the info, and click Get Quotes Now. It'll take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies with all the lowest rates, and you can be a super smart, educated consumer. You can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456, and we'd be happy to run those rates for you as well. Now, first thing you should be asking yourself as a 51-year-old female is $15,000 going to be enough for your burial, cremation, or final expense needs? Now, if you're going to be cremated, the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of ceremony, like a remembrance ceremony or celebration of life ceremony, then on top of the cremation, that's probably going to be about $3,500 to $4,500. So if you've got a $15,000 policy already, hey, you're set. You don't need any more insurance. If you're looking for insurance, so we would typically recommend probably around $5,000 to $7,000 for that cremation, where you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Then maybe between $7,000 to $10,000 for the cremation with the ceremony. Now, you can always get more. You could get up to $15,000 if you wanted, but really that would just be if it comfortably fit in your budget. Most of the people we work with are on a fixed or limited income, and we really try to keep these premiums low. And also just understand that you can get a smaller amount of coverage, and we can always come back and add more coverage later too. So if your finances are a little tight, get what you can afford right now, and then we can always add more coverage later. Now, if you are going to be buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into pretty much any funeral home in America, and with a $10,000 check, they should be able to get it done. I can assure you it's not going to be anything fancy, but they should be able to get it done. It's hard to imagine that they would let that check walk down the street to their competitors and have them get that money. But again, it's going to be very simple, very meager for $10,000. So if you're a 51-year-old female, $15,000 might be appropriate. Now, we would typically recommend either like a $10,000, $15,000, or $20,000, depending on your budget. And depending, how long you live, because at age 51, you're probably going to live to 61, probably 71, maybe even 81 as a female. So you just need to make sure that you've got enough insurance to kind of go the distance and cover the cost of inflation as time goes on. But simply put, again, get what you can afford right now. You can always add more coverage later. Now, one thing we recommend you do get is first aid coverage or benefits. That's exactly what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. Now, we don't recommend the 2-year waiting period policies, and I'll get to that in a moment. You absolutely want to avoid those. But a lot of people would say, yeah, I want the first aid coverage, but they ask health questions, and I'm not in the best of health. To which we say, hey, let us worry about your health. That's why we work with so many different insurance companies, so that if you've got some health issues going on, we can make sure that we can get you approved. 90 to 95% of the time, we're getting first aid coverage or benefits for the people we work with. Now, the only time you wouldn't get first aid coverage is if you had a really significant, severe health medical issue going on. So maybe you have a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you've got dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home. If you had something really significant like that going on, we'd probably refer you off to a different insurance company. Now, the other thing, too, is if, it seems like every week we get a call from somebody that says, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and they didn't have any insurance. We don't have any money. Their body's down at the funeral home. The funeral director's not going to do anything until he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so that we can get a check in the funeral director's hand. At which point we need to tell people, there's no insurance company in the United States that will issue a policy on somebody who's already died. That's not how these plans work. And it's really terrible that person who died didn't care enough about their family to make sure that, this day that they knew would come, probably sooner than they thought, but they knew this day would come and they didn't take care of it. and now their family member and loved ones are suffering both financially because they don't have the money, but emotionally because somebody they cared about showed that they didn't really care about them as much as they thought and left this bill for them to pay. So it's very difficult emotionally. Don't be that person. Just this insurance is affordable. If you can't afford to get all you want, get what you can. It's definitely going to help your family. Now, one thing we don't recommend is the 2-year waiting period plans. And Colonial Penn is probably one of the more well-known ones. I think it's probably just because they advertise a lot on TV. They seems like they got a commercial running every 7 minutes or something on TV. It seems that way anyway. But one thing you need to understand is that $9.95 plan, that's a 2-year waiting period plan. Oh my gosh, you probably didn't know that. There's other companies out there with 2-year waiting periods too, like that'd be Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG, Gerber, different companies. There's also other companies out there. That's the only thing they offer is 2-year waiting period plans. And some of those companies have done a pretty good job of convincing the American public that the only plan they will qualify for if they're over age 50 is a 2-year waiting period plan, to which we say, nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first aid coverage all day long. So don't believe some of that marketing out there, especially if you see it advertised on TV. Holy cow. You can really get kind of steered the wrong direction. Now, for a 51-year-old female, a lot of 51-year-old females would be thinking, you know what? For $9.95, I should be able to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for $9.95. And then they reach out to Colonial Penn, or they look them up on their website like we're doing here. And a female age 51, 1 unit of coverage for $9.95, only going to pay out $1,942. So that would probably pay for a cremation where you come home in a cardboard box or urn if it were first aid coverage, but it's not first aid coverage. It's not going to pay out for 2 years if you die of a health or medical reason. So, why would you get a policy that's not going to do the job and it's not going to stand up to any inflation in the coming years? So let's take a look at 15,000. Now, the Colonial Penn here, they have per unit pricing. They max out at 15 units. I'm going to guess, you got to kind of guess on the pricing. I'm going to guess this is about maybe 7 units, maybe 8. Okay, not 7. Let's see what 8 would be. You got to guess, which is kind of goofy. That's as close as you're going to get. For a 51-year-old female, you can't get $15,000 on the nose, because with their unit pricing, you always end up with these kind of wackadoodle numbers, 15,536. Pretty close to 15,000 though, and that's $80. So let's see if there's any savings to be had by going with a first day insurance company. So we've got $15,000 here, female, age 51. Click get quotes. Again, let's go back and check this. Age 51, $15,000, $80. With first day coverage, that would be $34. So look at this, almost $80 versus $34. So Colonial Penn is way more than 200% more expensive than this company, which offers first day coverage, which level over here means first day coverage. And we work with Trinity Life Insurance Company. They're an amazing company. They got great prices, great service. But oh my gosh, look at that. So that's $80. That's like almost $45 more a month. And you have a 2-year waiting period. And Colonial Penn will allow you the privilege of overpaying on that policy for the rest of your life. So think about it this way. $45 more a month is right around $540 more a year. And if you live another 10 years up to age 61, you're going to overpay right around $5,400, right around there anyway. So why would you get a policy that, it's overpriced, it's got a 2-year waiting period, and it's going to force you to pay over $5,000, right around $400 after 10 years. If you live another 20 years, you'll overpay right around $10,800. Why would you ever do that? Just get a policy that's going to be the lowest cost, that will pay out when you need it to pay out, and not punish you by overcharging you. So be very, very wary of kind of marketing, especially if you see it on TV out there. And just go down here. You'll see other companies here too. Let's, I like Lumico here. We run into them, $51. Let's see, that would be 51 versus 34. So roughly about $15 more a month. That would be right around $180 more a year. After 10 years, that'd be $1,800 more. After 20 years, right around $3,600. You know, why overpay? Doesn't make sense. Let's find another company here. Let's see. Maybe a company that advertises quite a bit. Oh, here's Lincoln Heritage. They're a good, fine company, I guess. They're more expensive. Level coverage, but 52, pretty close to the Lumico. So we know they're going to be right around $1,800 more after 10 years. Now here's the thing with Lincoln Heritage. They've got a deal where when you pass away, they'll call 2 or 3 different funeral homes, get the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple other things too, but you pay an extra premium for it. And in this case, you're going to overpay right around $45 a month, around $180 a year. That'd be roughly $1,800 after 10 years. So think about this. If you die in 10 years, is it worth paying a company $1,800 to make a few phone calls and maybe do a couple other things? Most people would say, man, that's pretty expensive. So what we've done at Funeral Funds of America is we've created a funeral and estate planning guide. We provide that free of charge. And you just let us know. We can get that sent to you. You can download it off our website. And you just fill it out. Who gets what goes where, what you want done when you're gone, as far as burial, cremation, any other special arrangements you want. Fill it out. Keep it with your insurance policy. When you pass away, you will provide for your family not only financial security and financial protections with the insurance policy, but you will also protect them emotionally, because they'll just pull that funeral and estate planning guide out, and all they will do is just execute your wishes. And they will know that everything will be done exactly as you wanted it. And they will have the peace of mind knowing that they took care of your final wishes in a respectful and responsible way. And you'll save a lot of money versus another company that just charges more. And we'd rather see you keep that money in your own pocket rather than give it to an insurance company. So go to funeralfunds.com. We've got a special quote for our YouTube viewers. That's funeralfunds.com/YouTube. Go there. We've got a special quote where you can get the best discounts and pricing on there as well. You can fill it out on our website. You can call us at 888-862-9456, and we'll actually run the numbers for you and help you find the best company. So whether you've got an existing policy and you're wanting to price shop it or add coverage to it, or you're looking for brand new coverage, or you just need some help, or you have some questions or anything like that, just reach out to us. We look forward to helping you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.